Ballots are still being counted across California. Voters went to the polls yesterday to decide on several key races that will shape the November general election. Thanks for joining us at noon. I'm Lisa Gonzalez. Now, one of the big races is choosing the state's next governor. Who will sit in that building right there? Taking a live look at the state capitol in downtown Sacramento, the state's top two system means the two candidates with the most votes advance to November regardless of political party. And right now we can see the top two candidates. Steve Hilton has 28% of the votes, Javier Becerra 25% of the votes, Tom Steyer in third, and Chad Bianco in fourth with 11%. That's with 55% of the precincts reporting. And then just moments ago, Republican candidate Steve Hilton spoke outside the state capitol. He talked about some of the early voting results we're seeing.
But our goal is to act quickly and immediately to take less money out of people's pockets so they can afford to live in California. So that's the process that begins today. We'll be working with economists to make sure that we've got a plan that is solid and deliverable to lift even more people out of state income tax than the 100,000 level that I've already announced in this campaign. So those are the two announcements. The campaign starts today. We're working as a team. This is going to be a united Republican Party to bring change to California. Change is coming.
Other top candidates addressed supporters last night, including Democrat Javier Becerra.
Donald Trump is doubling down on decline and counting on people being too fearful, distracted, or gullible to fight back. Well, he didn't count on us. As governor, I will never back down from the threats of small cowards in big offices.
Despite spending millions of his own money on the race, Tom Steyer is in third place, as we showed you. He has not conceded yet, but says he has made a big impact.
This race, more than any other in recent memory, laid bare the basic operating principle of American politics, a very uncomfortable truth. Money talks. In this race, we saw what corporate money tends to ask for: higher rents, lower wages, permission to pollute, to price gouge, and to treat workers as disposable. And in this race, we saw the way that money from some of the wealthiest people and corporations in the history of the world mobilized when I said I'd tax it fairly.